Okay, humans and pets. Okay, humans and pets.
I don't know exactly what's going on.
Okay, humans and pets.
What is that?
It is chicken time.
It is not.
But it's the relative of the chicken, the turkey. They live in the same family, and today we are going to be eating them. Well, we're not going to be eating them today.
No, we
We'll
are
be
not.
eating them a few days from now, because I know we have to dry brine them with salt.
Yes, so we decided that Ryan chose to dry brine this turkey.
We're going to be spatchcocking it.
We are going to try to spatchcock it. I have never done this with a turkey. That last chicken we did was the first time I ever did it. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get this plastic. Oh, there it is.
So I'm going to be making a seasoning over here while he does the bird.
Yeah, so Ryan told me he was going to spatchcock the next bird, but that went out the wayside.
Next chicken, and it's the relative of the chicken, the turkey.
Yes, so I have never done this one. And I thought I got a nice...
I'm making a mess.
I think we had a 15... Take the cover off, Ryan. I think we had a 15-pound bird downstairs, and then I pulled this one out, and I thawed it for the last few days in the fridge, and it is a 22-pound bird.
So what I'm doing, right, is I'm going to throw a couple stuff on here. I'll say what I throw in. This is 1 part pepper, 1/2 kosher salt, and then 1/2 garlic powder and onion powder. It was in here. We used it on a few other things. It was empty. So I decided to pour it in. I'm going to move Mr. Turtle so he doesn't get all turkeyed. Now I'm going to throw in some other stuff. We got some onion powder. We got some garlic powder. We got some Bell's seasoning.
You didn't grab the roll of paper towels that I told you.
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay. We're going to need it.
I don't know if you can see without there.
I thought the bird was 100% thawed, but it was not. It lied to me.
Yeah, it's still a little chunky.
Still has a couple.
We're gonna manage.
Can you get the trash over here, please?
I can get the trash. So this is gonna be fun.
So that's it.
This
So
is our first time ever doing this to a turkey.
Ryan just told me he wants me to use the dollar store.
Yeah. Dollar store meat cutting scissors.
Can you grab a couple sheets of this
Paper
I
towel?
just ripped my, there's something sharp in here.
There's something sharp in the turkey?
Yes, sir. Come on, hurry up. Come on. We're wasting time.
With this?
I just want to. We're gonna
Normally
end up
you don't
having to pat
want
this
short
turkey dry because it is still a little wet. But we are gonna try to dry it for at least
Garlic powder.
24 hours. Now, I actually watched somebody do
I want a generous amount. So.
a different turkey the other day. Let me try your dollar store ones. I'm not sure how this is gonna work out.
Yeah.
And he actually left on, trying to find the backbone. He actually cut up one side of the backbone, but actually left it on. I'm not sure these are going to work today.
Garlic powder.
All right, let's see how we go.
Onion powder.
This backbone is this. I shouldn't joke about it, but it's like this thing has scoliosis. It's not even straight.
I'm telling you, it's the relative of the turkey.
This turkey is a little bit
the
crazy.
chicken. And chickens fly, so turkeys must fly too.
They do fly. This
onion powder again. I want more. So
this is not working.
we got another
today.
one because that was almost empty. And this one's fresh. So
Yep.
I have to figure out how to open this.
So
Oh, the scissors work?
that's what happens with dollar store scissors.
No, not the scissors. That turkey killed my scissors. My dollar store scissors.
Yeah.
Really high hopes for the pair of scissors.
This turkey is no joke.
This is like the boss battle. I guess. Just gonna throw some onion powder in, not too much. But I don't want a lot.
So
put in like a little bit, like a third. Well, I'll put a quarter of this.
I am making this look hard, because it is.
So that's good for the onion powder.
I don't know if it's because it was still frozen.
I'm gonna put some pepper. We're not gonna put any salt in this. We're only gonna put it in the we're gonna just put it on the bird. There you go. So we got some pepper. I want a lot of pepper.
So we were torn on, do we make this turkey have a barbecue flavor or kind of like, I've made a lot of turkeys in my day.
And I don't know how much bells should I put in here. I've never used this.
That can be strong. You were supposed to kind of do equal parts of everything. I don't really know what you've been doing.
Chuck stuff in.
That's great.
Yes. So how much bells do you think I should put in here?
Hold on, I'm struggling here.
Like half or full?
No, well,
nowhere close
put someone in like you've done the rest of the stuff. It's supposed to be almost equal parts. I am almost through this here, I think. This is... Oh, shit! Oops, excuse me, kid friendly.
Turkey.
Wow.
Okay. You said it's strong, right?
Yeah.
So I won't add way too much, but I want enough.
I am making this look a lot harder. I think I'm cutting through the actual vertebrae here. Because it's crooked. This one, when we did the chicken, it was nice and easy.
That might be a little too much.
That worked all right. So I did watch somebody, and I kind of like that idea. Being that we're not doing this for competition or anything.
I got 4 tomatoes.
He actually left, because the backbone does have meat in it. Mm-hmm. So he actually left the backbone because it's going to make it a little uneven on one side, but why throw away the meat? So I think I might actually do that. So let's do this. This is what happens when you buy dollar store scissors. They kind of break.
So when you spatchcock something, what do you do into it?
So you basically you take the bird. This is the spine of the bird. Mm-hmm. So I cut up one side of the spine, which I think this was it. I'm telling you, the spine is crooked on this bird, and like it doesn't even sit flat. So I think I cut through some of it to begin with, but you basically take the spine off. So if I wanted to fight with the other side, I'd cut up this side of the spine too, and then I could throw that in for stock. But I think I might even leave it on the bird because it ain't gonna hurt nothing anyways, and it'll just smoke the meat, and it'll go through. So once you do that, you can, I can throw your scissors away, right? Because we actually snapped those.
Yeah.
Then you take your knife and you find the breastbone in the middle, and you make a little notch with it, which my hands are pretty wet. And then if you take the bird and you flip them over.
The bird.
And you set them up right.
Which is the
I don't want to throw the scissors at you, but I'm going to have to push down.
Break his spine.
It snaps his breastbone. The spine's already cut off.
Correct.
And then you have a spatchcock bird. But this was like a weird...
So it like lays flat.
Like, it lays down flat. He is big.
Why is that leg like 10 times bigger than that?
I'm telling you, this whole thing... Well, because this side has the... It still has the thing on it.
The spine thing.
I mean, I could cut it off if you... So it lays flatter.
No,
Should I?
No.
Should I before we go through all this? I'm thinking I might.
So I'm just going to take a pinch.
I'm thinking I probably should have before I did this. Hopefully this is a little easier than the other side.
I'm gonna add more onion. I'm adding more bell, actually. More bell. And then more onion, I think. No, I might leave the onion. Just more bell. More bell.
Ooh, I just flipped some chicken over there on your seat.
Oh, thank you. It's actually a turkey.
Yeah, it is a turkey. You know, when I bought these shears, I bought these off of, these are definitely working.
I dodged a turkey.
There's only so much, this is like the craziest spine I've ever seen.
Why are you cutting it?
Well, because you made fun of it, so then it made me want to take it off. So it would lay flat.
It's also still a little frozen. So.
No, that part, I thought that was the case, but I kind of got all the stuff out of it. You know what it is? You need really sharp shears, and a powerful set of shears would have helped tremendously.
Yeah,
But
those are the ones in a whole.
this is also a 20-pound bird, so this thing has some good bone structure in it.
Yes.
You know what it is too? This cutting board isn't staying still for me because we didn't put a towel underneath it.
Yeah, that's silly.
So that's part of my issue also. All right, come on. There's like one bone left. But again, look at how crooked this spine is. So when I'm trying to cut it, I have it, and then I lose it. Oh, come on. Like one big bone left.
Just rip it with your manly muscles.
Well, that's what I did last time, and it flicked all over the place. Can't even do it with this because my hands are so wet. I'm going to cut myself.
Sit down. Okay, we'll get back to you when we cut this. Unless you can do
There
it.
you go. We'll
then-
come back. We apologize for this silliness. I will have to go get a cleaver and chop this off.
Some cuts.
Okay, sorry I made that look difficult. There was one side of this thing that just didn't want to come off. I ended up having to manhandle it, and I just snapped it off. But, so this is the turkey spatchcock. It's upside down right now. So Ryan had made the concoction. So get the salt first. It's right over there.
Salt.
And kind of try to do it as even as possible this time. And just kind of salt the whole bottom. That's not even, Ryan. You just put it right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around.
You gotta...
Oh,
I don't know what you're doing. Okay, that's an...
salting
yeah,
the bone.
we're gonna have to salt the inside too, so you seem to go in the same spot. You're making me
that's not the
nervous.
case at all.
All right, so we kind of pulled up the skin on the thing, so go ahead and season the whole bottom. You got to do it with your hands, Ryan. You got to do it with your hands,
Well,
Ryan.
that's your job. You're
No,
supposed to be
it's
rubbing
not.
the chicken.
You don't rub it. Please stop then. Just stop if you're not going to do it.
Huh?
You got to do it with your hands. You got to sprinkle it on so that it
Well,
goes...
I was gonna well, that's what I was doing, but holding it.
No, you weren't. So,
There you go.
Ryan, I can't spread it. You don't do it like that. You got to...
Well,
You are really, really... This is why we don't do things late at night, because he doesn't like to listen.
I am listening.
Yeah. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for just not doing
You're
it.
putting it all in the same spot.
Yeah, thank you.
How so?
All right. It's not even funny. We're trying to make our first turkey, and he's doing his best to try to sabotage it. So
Well, you're doing the same thing I did.
we're going to get the outside.
Um,
Did you salt the outside of these?
yeah, you want me to do it again?
No. All right, so much for my glove hands. Okay, so we're going to try to brine this. So we're going to try to leave it for a good... I can't even do that now because I already touched the bird.
I don't know what he's doing. Oh my goodness. Okay, now it's seasoning time. So we pulled up the skin a little bit. We stretched it out so we can get in.
All right, did you bring that knife that
What
I
knife?
asked you for? The knife, Ryan. The butter knife. You said you were bringing a knife. Did you bring a
No,
knife?
you told me to grab a fork.
Never mind.
To stir this.
So I'm going to put a little butter underneath.
Okay. He's gonna put a little butter inside of it.
Well, I had glove hands, but now I'm just going to... And we're going to throw a little butter in there too, just for flavor later on. I'm not sure how it's going to work out with the brining process. I did watch a few videos, and they say that the salt on the outside draws all the water of the inside of the bird
Out.
And then the bird, in turn, sucks the water back in, and then it sucks the salt water in. So therefore, it gets
Salty.
all the flavor gets inside of the actual
Which is
bird
magical
itself.
if that's how it works.
That's what they say.
so-
we are trying it. I can say when we did that,
Rotisserie chicken.
the chicken, it was
the Spatchcock
crazy
chicken,
good.
the other one we did.
Yeah. So, all right. Salt. We need it inside,
Oh yeah, we have to salt.
and we need it outside. So this is why I wasn't sure what you were trying to do.
I'll do outside first.
Why don't we do the, like... All right, we're gonna want to try to get it inside in here.
Yeah.
You gotta hold, I'm losing the grate.
I'm holding it down.
We're making this crazy looking, but it's a 20-pound bird. You gotta go over here, Ryan.
Well, I already got it inside, but when you had a better angle.
You didn't get any inside at all. None.
I did. I saw it.
You only salted this right edge. You gotta get in there. There you go. In here.
That's what I did.
Okay, stop.
Okay, now we're gonna do the outside.
This is definitely not equal parts of salt, so we're not sure.
Oh.
Easy, Ryan, easy. It's salt. We want to be able to eat this.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, I was holding the outside.
All right.
There you go. So now we're gonna do the lemon.
Did you salt any down here?
I did.
In the wings?
Yeah. You want me to do more?
No, I'm afraid of what you just did. Hopefully we didn't just
so?
over salt this, because I don't know what's going on with him today.
Me?
Yeah, you're driving me nuts with this.
I don't know if I'm doing anything.
You really, yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm high strung then. All right, season this up. But I really wanted to make sure that the salt hit. Like, did you get any down here?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
100%.
Guaranteed. That's a lot of salt.
No, this is what you did. So we're gonna put some.
No.
They say it sucks through too. I don't think you hit the wings at all, right?
I did.
All right. Well, we'll know if it's too salty what we did wrong. But all right, so we gotta generously hit everything. Come on, man. You didn't put any in the inside?
Not yet. I'm doing the outside.
Well, do the inside first, because we're gonna spill it all.
Stuff is gonna come in.
No, because we're gonna spill it all. Put it on the inside
What does that
first.
mean? We have time.
Because when I put my hands in, like I want to get it all the way in, Ryan, in. See the hole? In, so I can put it on the leg, like up here. I can definitely smell the pepper. It's all over my nose. Some more in.
More?
In. So I want to get it up here, the part that we didn't get. It's not funny. It's not. You're just making a mess.
I'm going in.
You know how to do this properly. I don't really know what you're doing. For the videos.
There's a lot inside of it.
I know there is, Ryan, but you gotta put it. No, I want it even. I want it coated. Like you have one glump, and there's not any on the other parts of the
spread
stuff.
it out.
All right. Well, we'll see. There's definitely a lot on me. I don't know how much you actually got on the bird.
It's because I threw it inside, and then you stuck your hand inside.
Right, just get this one little section right here that's bare. You missed it, but it's all right. Okay. We are gonna now stick this in here. We're gonna stick it in the fridge.
You don't want
just
more?
like this.
I have a little bit more. I can.
Yeah, no, just save it because
Okay.
you obviously made too much. We're not gonna pour the whole thing on there, and we'll see what happens. We're gonna stick this in there. It's gonna stay in there for at least like almost a day because we're gonna cook this on Saturday. But we wanted to get it in there.
Yeah.
And they say the longer it sits in there, the more that this is gonna suck in and come out. So hopefully when we take this out in a couple days, the skin's gonna be all dried up tight to it.
Yep.
And then we'll know that the salt did its trick.
Correct.
So
and then we'll see how it tastes.
there you go. We'll come back to you in a couple days. All right, good morning. So we are well over 24 hours. We're like a day and a quarter over. Get away, B.
Oh my goodness.
I want to say, this bird, if you take a look at it, I think, Ryan, get out. These legs and thighs are almost bigger than the breast. I've never seen a turkey this big. I'm gonna
This
get
is
stung.
like huge.
It's huge. I don't even know how I'm gonna get
The
it
bee
on
is
the smoker,
upset at you
this
now.
thing is heavy. But we're gonna try. So we set it at 300 degrees. It's right around 10 o'clock. Ryan finally woke up. I'm gonna try. This was so heavy. Look at it. It broke our wire rack. Is bent like a U. We are gonna attempt to not massacre this puppy and get it on the smoker. Oh, it actually went pretty well.
It's very heavy.
It is very heavy.
And the grill, the grate
tuck.
looks fine now.
The problem
Which is good.
I don't want any like flare-ups if it goes down below here. Let's get rid of this little stringy. And I want to try to tuck the wings for pretty presentation. I don't think it's going to matter, but it's sitting nice and flat. I ended up putting the legs towards the actual where the fire comes out. I don't know if it's going to make a difference or not. You can really see the skin tightened up a lot though, because this was pretty moist. You can still feel some butter underneath there, which is going to be delicious. We decided today, we think we're going to make a, I can't believe the size of these legs.
Yeah, that's big.
We're going to make like a garlic butter mixture. And I think I'm going to baste it throughout after a couple hours, some garlic butter on the top, and see if we can actually crisp up this skin. So again, we're putting it on. We're going to run it at 300 because normally in the oven I run it at 325. I have no idea how long this is going to take. We're actually going to put a probe in. We're going to bring the breast up to 165 degrees internal. When we did the whole chicken, it was the moist, juiciest chicken I have ever eaten in my life. So I'm hoping this turkey comes out the same. So we're going to actually put this in a big part of the breast, as far down as we can. And we'll use this as a guide and we'll come test it with when it comes out. So again, today we actually are running, we got some flavored charcoal, but I was nervous because I wasn't sure on those different smokes. So we have the expert grill again because we had another bag of that, and I threw in some chunks of oak. And we're gonna run and smoke like that today because at least we know what that smoke profile tastes like, and all the other food that we did tasted really good doing it that way. So we're gonna run this for at least an hour. This just came out, so the internal temperature is like 33 degrees. So it's gonna take a while before this thing even comes close to giving us a legitimate temperature. So that's it. When we decide we're gonna baste or anything, we'll bring you back. We are back. It has been about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And while you were gone, I took some butter, a stick of butter, and I threw in some garlic, and I threw it on the smoker here. And it's browning up nicely, but we are gonna try to help it a little bit. And everything's better with butter anyways. And for the record, do not touch a cast iron pan without a glove, because I just did that, and it is very hot. So I basically just took a little scoop of this is kind of, I could have almost waited, but I just wanted to put a little butter on it. It's going to help. We're probably going to do this like every half hour to an hour. I'm going to try to get the skin crispy this time. This is a big bird. I didn't realize how big this bird really was, but we may need more butter, but we can always put some more on. Yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. I'm just kind of baste it up real quick. I'm not trying to slather it. I'm just trying to put a little bit on without wrecking the coating that we have on there already. Because it is tacky, but it's not fully tacked up yet. But I'm hoping this right here gets us that crispy skin we're always looking for, because there's nothing, you can't ever go wrong with putting butter on stuff. That's the way I look at it. So there you go. That's all we're doing for now. It was reading at about 75 degrees. It's been, like I said, about an hour and a half, which I'm actually shocked it's as hot as it is already. So spatchcocking does cut down the time. Again, I'm not 100% sure exactly how long it's going to take to cook this, but we'll be back to you when we do the next step.
It's done.
It is, we hope so. We had some issues with the you know, the probe that comes off the grill gives us one temp, and then the Instapen with quotes that we have gives a whole nother temp. But this was temping in the mid-set 170s. This one was temping at the 165, 170, 155.
This was temping at 175, 180. So
Yeah. So
it should be done.
Should be done.
We're gonna be eating it right now, I guess.
It's only sat for about
2 seconds.
5 minutes, maybe. We should let it sit a little bit more. Should we let it sit a little bit more?
No.
He doesn't want to wait. He wants to
We already
see.
started filming.
All right. Well, here you go. You sure? Is it gonna be stinking hot? All right. Well. That is a wing. Would you like to try a little piece of the wing?
Sure.
Take a little piece.
I'll just take it.
We'll take a little, if you want to try a little piece of it. While we have it, I'll throw a little piece of the wing on there. This is the little drumette of the wing. Do we want to try to...
I don't know how you're going to cut those. So.
Well, I don't have a lot of room on my... That is uber juicy. I don't know if you could just see that explode. This is like the biggest leg
That is really large.
I've ever seen in my life. Look at the size of this leg. Look at how juicy this bird is. Like, it is all over the table right now. This is why I brought up the cutting board. We just bought this cutting board. It's like 36 inches.
It's a lot larger than our other ones.
And it still doesn't fit this
We need
bird.
one like the size of the table.
Yeah, this table's getting a beat down right now. Here's a little drumette. Did you want to try a piece of the drumette?
So.
Nice and smoked. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
The whole thing?
Whatever you want.
Well, I don't have the gloves, so.
I don't think it's that hot. I'm gonna have to take the glove off just to be able to use my right hand. This is gonna be interesting. This is so juicy. It's not even funny how, I mean, this leg is literally coming off. I don't know if you can see where he put the camera, but it's just popping off. And there's just as Cooking with Rye would say, there's a juice-a-lanch all over my cutting board.
I guess I'll just grab that.
What are you trying to grab?
The meat.
Just grab a piece. I just want to get a little bit of that.
I'll get the skin too. Here you go.
There you go. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm giving it to you.
Why?
Because you have the gloves on.
Okay. In the breast. Again, I'm not sure exactly what you can see and what you can't see. But we're going to just cut. Let's try a little piece of this, Ryan.
Okay.
It's at the edge of the skin. And we're going to go on the breastbone and cut right down the middle of it. I took my really sharp knife, so I'm going to do my best to, and I'm just going to, there'll be plenty of meat left on the bone. But I'm just going to try to get a nice cut of the breast off for now. This is super juicy. And then I can clean this up later.
It seems like it's cutting really easy as well.
It actually is. And I'm going to cut this little edge off so I can make a nice little slice. In case you want the skin. Do you want the skin? We can take the skin off right now. It's slicing very nice. Very juicy. And this...
So what we did exactly was we took
be...
it, we seasoned it up, we put some butter underneath the skin and the seasoning, and then we put it on the grill, 300
I don't know
for
if they
like,
can see.
how many hours? It was like 1.5, 2 hours, I forget how many hours. And then we started
this actually
putting
is.
a garlic butter on it, every like 20 to 40 minutes. We would put the garlic butter on until it was gone. I believe it was 1 stick of butter to start off with. And then we waited till it temped out, and now we're here. So.
All right, I'm going to try a chunk of the skin.
Hey, sit down. So
I'm going to sit down. I have to take these gloves off because it's hot. It's not. What did you think of your seasoning job?
I like it.
I'm just gonna grab a couple of these paper towels to try to prevent the juice from leaking off the table. I have a wooden cutting board with a nice lip on it, but the problem with that is I don't even know if this bird, the way it was sitting, I don't even know if it would have fit.
It definitely wouldn't have.
So eating that piece of skin, I will say the pepper really come through. Like I could really taste the pepper flavor that was on it.
So what part are we eating next?
What did you take? Did you even take a piece of the
didn't
breast
yet.
meat? Take whatever piece you want. I just want to
take
show.
this one.
I'm going to show a middle piece for the it's so juicy. It's actually cooked perfect, Ryan. It has a nice smoke color when you get the bottom part. The smoke color shined right through. It's almost a pinkish hue on it as opposed to the so juicy.
So you want to eat the wing?
All right, is that what you went for? I forget.
I haven't eaten any of it yet.
All right, go ahead. I believe this is the wing area. Yeah. We did I took the neck and I took the backbone. And I threw in some onions, some celery, some carrots, and I made basically a turkey broth out of it. And then I just thickened it up. I put in a bunch of the seasoning and I thickened it up and made a gravy and some potatoes to go with it. But right now you're just getting the full example of the turkey. That's really good. That was the bottom part. Now we didn't throw a lot of, because I was using oak as my wood, and I didn't throw a lot of oak on because I was afraid. Sometimes the chicken really sucks in the smoke flavor. What do you think? Can you taste it? Is it a lot? Is it a little?
You can definitely taste it, and in some parts, it is a good amount of smoke. I like it. Some parts there isn't as much.
Like on this one, the bottom of it
Correct.
has a lot more smoke. I'm wondering if your mother. Oh, that's delicious. I want to taste this because did the salt look at? I don't know if you could see how juicy this actually is, and it's just literally flaking apart as I pull it. Like and I'm barely pulling. Like this is almost pulling like a pulled pork. It's coming apart so easily. And Ryan will tell you, normally I don't like the white meat. Normally what's left is the white meat because Ryan and I fight over the dark meat. We didn't even take any thigh. Like no. Can't believe that.
We put it over there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring that back. We don't even usually eat the white meat.
Correct. We do after the rest is
I make
gone.
like a soup or we make some other kind of meal out of it. We always fight for the dark meat. I'm gonna pull this up right now. I'm just gonna take a chunk of this. Go ahead. And just because normally this is so juicy right there. Normally we're looking for the dark meat because I think it has so much more flavor and so much juicier. And I mean this, ooh, that is so hot. Oh, that is so much better. This has a smoked flavor, but it's not overly smoky.
No.
But we did cook it at 300 degrees too.
There is a decent amount of smoke though.
It's like a perfect smoke though. I was starting to get afraid because this actually, we didn't even tell you the time. This actually cooked a full 5 hours is what it took.
Yeah.
Almost right to the button. Oh, I really like this dark meat. This is like super juicy.
This is really good.
This is actually, this is good. I was getting nervous, and I just want to show you I'll give you this one here. Like the difference when you look how pink, like this is the thigh meat. And if you look at the bottom of the breast meat, Like you can really see the smoke penetration that came through. And I mean, this thigh meat right here is
Really good.
you can almost eat this without teeth. This comes off, like I can almost pull this. You usually like the dark meat better, that's why I'm giving. This is delicious. I'm really happy because normally we buy a number of turkeys come November.
We do.
When they go on sale for like 38 cents a pound, and I'll throw them in the freezer downstairs. And we'll cook them throughout the year. And to be 100% honest, and if the FDA is listening and it's not a legal thing to do, don't listen to me right now. We cook them as a turkey sickle. I throw them in the pan, frozen solid, and
Oh, yeah, we just
and
cook 'em frozen.
I'll
It's
pour a
not
little
illegal.
wine over the top. I'll season the outside, and we'll cook it frozen.
We don't thaw.
I haven't thawed one. This is the first one I've thawed in probably 20 years. All in all, I do like the pepper flavor. I don't think your mother will, but I don't think she's going to eat any of this anyway.
No.
This thigh meat is out of this world. This is so tender and so flavorful. A big question. Do you like it better than the traditional one? This bark,
cook?
this bark on the outside of the bone, and some of the bone that I'm eating right now
You liked it.
is so good though.
This is better, of course. It's more juicy, more flavorful. It came out really well. It has a nice smoky taste, but it's not too much.
Yeah.
But it's just enough.
We could have
where you
put
can
more.
taste it.
Like I didn't add. I put a layer of charcoal of wood, a layer of charcoal, a chunk of wood, and I put a couple down on the bottom.
We
I
never
could have
refilled it.
I could have thrown more down on the bottom, but I was afraid because we did do the first chicken we did, but we also cooked it at 225. Was almost, I'm not going to say too smoky, but it had a real smoky flavor.
Yeah.
And being this was a bird and it was 22 pounds, I didn't want to take the chance of over smoking it.
Overall, if you have a smoker that can fit a turkey,
This is a big bird
try
too.
it. We did spatchcock it,
Yep.
so we don't normally do that either since it's frozen. We've never
Right.
done that.
No.
So, I don't really know I do like it like this. I think it tastes good. I'm not sure how much since it's the turkey is spatchcocked, like how much of a difference it will make.
Well, that was gonna be my next question to you. Is to me, I think the bird itself. Like I was trying to get at this. I can still taste, but we seasoned the bottom and the top. Now, when you get to the breast, a lot of times you don't have any of that flavor. You can taste, like a salt flavor. Like you know what I mean? Like it has a flavor to it. These thighs. I mean, look at this. I mean, it is just falling apart. These thighs and this drumstick and the wings are phenomenal. The skin, even though we buttered it, it has a huge flavor, but it's not 100% crunchy, which I really thought it was gonna almost get too crispy.
No, because we only cooked it at 300 degrees,
Right.
remember? So it's not gonna crisp up that much.
But seasoning underneath the skin, you want more? There's
No,
plenty.
I'm
Like
good.
you can
Nope.
eat the drumstick. Seasoning under the skin was key.
Yeah.
We didn't do that on the quarters,
No.
and it didn't get the flavor as much through. This way, it puts a little flavor on the top, so when you do bite through it,
You get flavor everywhere.
you get that pepper.
It also allows it to cook or like soak in more to the turkey.
I really like this, but now that we know that it tastes good this way, I'm wondering what it would taste like if we would have put like the Mexican flavors on it and then barbecued the top at the end.
Like we did with the ribs.
Like we did with the ribs. You know what I mean? And see.
It'll be done.
This thigh meat is out of this world though. My personal opinion, 100% want to do this again. I
Yeah.
think this was a
Big hit. Best thing we cooked? No. I don't think it is.
oh, I thought you were changing your mind again.
It's up there. It's the best, probably like
No.
poultry item, right?
No, I think you were heavy-handed on the seasoning on the outside. I think we needed a little bit less of that.
You don't think so? You think so?
I'm thinking so. No, probably not, because you know what? It's all getting mixed in.
I don't think so.
No.
In fact, I was gonna say I want more, but
Yeah.
no, I'm good. I'm not hungry
You want more?
anymore.
This is actually really good. I'm gonna eat that. Don't you even kid yourself. So there you go. There is our 22-pound first time turkey on a smoker, and
It came out really well.
I think it was a huge success. I mean, it really is just pulling right off. It's tender. It's smoky, but
He's gonna eat the whole thing.
it's not overly smoky. Oh, I'm gonna put a
Right
pea
now.
bag on.
He's gonna eat.
It's not even-
the humongous
Yeah.
legs.
Yeah, I am
the
gonna.
whole
I don't know
thing.
anyone who went to Disney and ever walked around with one of these, but that is gonna be me in a short amount of time, just going.
Well,
at
not
it.
walking around, probably like sitting down.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm gonna look like a caveman in a minute. There's no doubt about that. I'm already a mess. So overall, I think spatchcocking it allowed the seasoning to get in more, and the fact that we literally usually cook it like a turkey sickle. It is frozen solid, and I throw it in the pan, and I get to season the. I pour usually wine over the top, and I'll season the outside, and that flavor will be there, but not anywhere in the vicinity of the amount of flavor that we got this time. Overall, I think this is a definitely a big hit. And
Definitely.
I'll definitely. I'm not as nervous to do the other ones downstairs now. Like, I wasn't sure.
you were nervous?
No,
I wasn't.
I really was. You know why? Because the last handful of turkeys that I've done, every time I finished, Ryan said to me,
This is
I don't
the
know how
best
you did it,
turkey
but I think this is
you've
the
ever
best
made.
turkey you've made.
Every single time.
Every single time, it seemed to get better and better. So I didn't want to come out here and do a smoked turkey and have them say, wow, this is terrible.
I think this is very close to the best turkey we've had regularly. I think it's kind of like, do you want the smoke? Do you not want the smoke, right? Sometimes you want the smoke. Sometimes you don't want the smoke, I guess. So it really depends. This cooked longer than we normally cook ours, right?
No, it was short, about an hour.
Half an hour. When
Again, we
like
cook
six,
it from
right?
frozen.
Yes,
And this was a 22-pound bird.
correct.
So
this was a
big bird.
like Sesame Street.
I'll tell you. I was afraid of too much smoke, but when you get this thigh and you're getting all that smoke on it, we can hit this with more smoke next time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was getting nervous, like, because it was on there for 5 hours, you know what I mean? So, but we did cook it at 300. But,
Well, the temperature doesn't really matter.
well,
with the smoke.
it's the amount of time it's on there, but yeah, it does. When you turn it down, it smokes more. It's, in theory.
Well, normally when you turn up a fire, it smokes more. But it doesn't matter since it gets funneled through anyways. So it's really about the time. But yeah. I mean, we could've.
Overall, it's phenomenal. And I'm a big mess. But I am going to go keep eating. I highly recommend it. I think it came out excellent. And again, I don't know if you have ever seen a
That
turkey
is
thigh.
humongous. That's
This
like,
side, I mean, look at Ryan's head.
That's like
Bring
8
your head over here. I mean, it is
that's like 8
literally,
Mr. Turtles.
it is literally bigger than his head. This is the biggest turkey thigh in quarter. Can you imagine if we bought chicken quarters this big? I mean, this is the biggest. I know it's a turkey.
Quarters, right?
I mean, that is like the biggest turkey
But
quarter
yeah,
I've ever seen.
that is really big.
But
I have no clue how or why. Must
No.
have, done like the
this thing must have
squats
been a
and
marathon runner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a power lifter in his day because he has the when you put it next to the turkey breast, which
It's
is
like
always the
it's the
biggest
same
size.
size.
It's actually like this side is bigger than what we cut off of the turkey breast, which is great for us because we like the dark meat.
We do.
All right, this has probably gone on long enough. We hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to enjoy eating this.
Yes.
I might even have to come up with a concoction how to make something out of this. But that being said, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.